I believe that making people smile is a very noble thing to do. We live in an increasingly complex world. You all were born into a world that will always be connected, that has a lens and a viewpoint that is very different than any other generation before you. And there's complexity to that. So making sure that you can reach the people you want to reach, play with the people you want to play, experience their points of view, right, is vitally important. And we do that first through video.
Coming from the perspective of, again, game-based learning, gamification and learning, is that there is going to continue to be huge new opportunities outside of the gaming sector for people who are experts in gaming. And what that means is that companies of almost any type, they're going to be offering training programs. And those training programs are becoming more and more gamified. There's more gaming elements, there's more aspects of gaming. Something as simple as learning how to use a machine at a manufacturing plant, or learning how to design a new process in a financial institution. So there is going to be an explosion of opportunities for people who know how to use games in order to create learning opportunities.
I will say that I am not a game developer. I stumbled upon Supercell by chance, and I have my background is office operations and business management. So I went to school for business management. It had absolutely nothing to do with gaming, but I literally played Nintendo and video games all my life, right? So when the opportunity presented itself randomly through an agency, and they asked, "Hey, do you like video games?" And my faces went up like, "Yeah." I got the opportunity to interview for Supercell, and it's been a cool ride ever since. I've been with the company for 8 years. And I work with people every day who are not game developers. I work in the marketing department, which is in San Francisco. So whether you major in marketing, whether you want to study data analytics, whether you want to do business operations, throw events, I plan parties and events and all kind of fun stuff. So you don't have to be a coder, you don't have to have that experience. If you do, wonderful, but it's not a requirement to be in it. Universal jobs that cross over from other industries into gaming. So whatever you're passionate about, find that and see how that can fit into the sector of the gaming industry.
The best thing about today was that they saw people who look like them, who are doing what they desire. And if they connect with us, we will help them move in the direction that they need to go in.
So I started using Duolingo. How many people have heard of Duolingo? Right, most of you, they're very good. Now, for whatever it's worth, that's a much better way to learn a language than many other tries that I've had. So I'm doing much better at it to this day because I'm learning through that process. But that idea of gamification and learning came about from innovators who were inspired to make a difference in education. And that's really what we are about at San Francisco Bay University. We are on a quest to change how education is delivered to all students, not just a select few.
Envision what your future looks like. Envision your biggest, wildest dream, whatever that is. And then work backwards. Think about, okay, how can I just use the skills that I have today to go into the industry?
Make sure that you kind of figure out where you're most excited about games, what makes you really passionate about it, and then start looking for those resources, again, online, in game development communities, which are all free.
I didn't have any of the skills, quote unquote, that are needed to be in the industry. What I had was a desire, I had wisdom, I had the ability to ask a lot of questions, I had the ability to research. Y'all have so many resources now that I didn't have when I started.
Don't be afraid to reach out to people. Use your voice. The worst somebody's going to tell you is no. And that doesn't mean stop dreaming the dream that you have. It means finding another path. And eventually you'll hit the people that will help you make that dream come true. So don't stop, being passionate about video games and wanting to get into it. We need your voices, we need your art, we need your stories to continue making this an art for all.